Red Cliff is certainly off the beaten path. Just past Vail, Colorado, you exit the interstate onto a scenic byway known as the Top of the Rockies. In about 15 miles and an increase of about 600 feet of elevation from Vail, Red Cliff is tucked away from the highway, a cozy mountain community. As you enter our town with a population of about 285, you instantly see that mountain recreation is key to the livelihood here. Guests access from the surrounding national forests, and locals love that they can snowmobile, snowshoe, cross-country ski in the winter, and ride their ATVs, mountain bikes, and hike in the summer right from their front doors. Our town's history is rich. It was settled in the 1870s during the economic depression, when white miners and settlers in covered wagons, on horseback and on foot, encouraged by the Homestead Act and drawn by news of mineral wealth, followed the long trails to gold in the Colorado mountains. Eventually, the Union Pacific Railroad was extended and had a stop here in town by 1881. Mining continued in the area until the early 1980s. One of the higher points in our town is Fort Arnett, where settlers posted up in 1879 because they heard the Ute Indians were coming to attack. The flag still flies there. Just down the road from there is our very old gymnasium and schoolhouse. The gymnasium is no longer a usable space. The Red Cliff School operated from the 1930s until the 1980s. The schoolhouse is where the town offices currently are. This building is also used as a sort of community center. We have a food pantry with fresh produce and pantry items delivered weekly. We also have a small library space with a take one, leave one policy. This building is a safe place for kids. We offer all sorts of opportunities for our community in here. We provide a free lunch and activity for our kiddos each week in the summer. We have community gatherings and free movies under the stars in our old baseball field right next to the community center. We host free community dinners monthly, as well as an annual all-town Thanksgiving dinner where the town kids run a traditional game of bingo for everyone there. This building is also the current location of our museum. There's a room dedicated to the history of the school and those who attended here. There is also a space that has artifacts, letters, photos, and an abundance of historical objects. Red Cliff was founded in 1879 and was the first community in the valley and became the first county seat for Eagle County. The kids love to visit and learn about their town's history, even sometimes getting a personal guide from our longest living Red Cliff resident. We do have a small town park with a gazebo and basketball court. We host community events here in the summer where our families come together to enjoy a meal, games, and local talent. However, there is a dream to convert the old gymnasium into a more useful space where kids can play sports year-round, as the basketball court and baseball field must be used for snow storage for many months of the year. The old community center could be used for startup small businesses to help economic growth in our town. As we travel to another end of town, you can see the Eagle River runs right through here. On this end of town, we have another historical but currently unusable building, the Old Town Hall. The old jail is still there as well. We dream of one day revitalizing this building and housing our museum in it. Although we can seem like a bustling town with visitors passing through daily, we have only 3 main businesses: a bar and restaurant, Mango's, the Greenbridge Inn, a small general store. We have about 150 houses, many of them historic. This means that we typically have just enough revenue to keep our town running. There are not excess monies to restore our historical dwellings, nor to build new dwellings that would significantly improve the lives of our community members. The world continues to change rapidly. Our little town remains full of neighbors who look out for one another, residents who constantly look forward to the next town event, a community that thrives due to everyone pitching in, a focus on family, a hope for a bright future, and kids who get to grow up in a place where you'd better be home by the time that streetlight comes on. A makeover for our town would ensure that our way of life can continue for generations to come. With a revitalized downtown area, we could be more inviting for small boutique businesses that would help to stimulate our town. We are asking that you choose the town of Red Cliff for the HGTV Town Takeover.